Hello, digital world. I'm Chris, and this is Stacy, and we're friends, obviously, but this is something that we've never done before, something we kind of ran across at random. I have a little project called the 39 Project, if you aren't familiar with it, and the whole crux behind it is me trying to make myself a better person. And as I embarked on my project, I also at the same time started to run across a couple of videos on Facebook that Stacy was doing, and just got me thinking. So I called her up one day and said, "Hey Stacy, let's get together for a couple of drinks."
We like drinks.
We do like
Not
drinks.
Not opposed to that.
And we just started talking about her projects and my project and what did any of this mean, and we honestly don't have a clue, which is awesome. But Stacy said, "Hey, we should try doing videos together."
I did say that. I did. I didn't think you would say yes. I thought you'd be like, well, you're too far out.
I'm way too stiff is what she's trying to say. This is not really my gig. I'm pretty reserved. She's the out there on the edge kind of person.
Cuckoo for your Cocoa Puffs, maybe.
Yeah, I'd buy that.
Yeah,
I'd totally buy that.
you.
Cuckoo for,
Yeah,
Cocoa
you can buy
Puffs.
that in the aisle of cereals, yeah.
But no, we complement each other, I think, very well because I'm a little stiff. I'm very methodical, very reserved, generally speaking. One of the things that Stacy said as we were getting ready is, "You just got to do it. Just make the leap." I'm like, "No, I have to plan. I have to the things." So anyway, here we are on our very first trial run video.
Trial run. And if I plan too long, I lose exactly what I'm supposed to be thinking about. Like, it just jumps right out of my head.
Sure.
And to come back. But you're more of like, your stuff stays in your head a little bit longer.
That's why it's so big.
See, that's why we're like, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Because it's, mine's just everywhere.
I've got a huge melon.
No, it is not big.
Well, it's big enough.
Yeah.
I get a haircut.
It's an average size head,
I get a haircut every 3 weeks because otherwise my head does get literally too big. The hair just keeps growing.
Doesn't it? It's like a chia pet.
I have
Chia.
I have a thick head of hair.
That's good. Could be worse.
For my age, I'm not going to complain.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
39 Project, he's got a full head of hair, yeah.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. Probably will for my entire life.
That's good.
Yes, I won't tell you the nasty things that my barber says.
No.
And where my hair may have come from because it's really not nice.
No.
Not politically
Who's that
correct.
person? No. Wrong. No. We don't want to hear that, kids. We do not want to hear that. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, Chris,
Yeah.
as we were talking about this before, we were trying to decide exactly how this was going to how it would be beneficial, probably, right?
Sure.
For people. Because we're not going to sit here and blab to you because nobody wants to hear that. But I think that we've both come from different levels of experience and other things that we've learned from.
Yes.
And that's what we're hoping for people to know.
Yes.
Is that, hey, you know what? Two totally different cats, right? Or dogs, whatever, can get together.
I'm the dog.
Well, yeah, and I like kitties better, I'm not going to lie. And we could totally be like, hey, even though we're not identical by any means, there are things that he and I can both say to each other that I start to think, hey, Chris, he's got a point there. Didn't even think about it that way. And I'm sure he says that about me all the time. He won't admit it, but he does. Otherwise, he wouldn't want to hang out.
That's true.
Which is true. It's absolutely true.
Yes. Well, you mentioned kitties. I've got to ask you a question. And, where do you go with corporate language? Because you work in an office environment with several coworkers. Do you guys get caught up in the corporate speak and the synergy, bleeding edge, swag?
Swag only because the kids tell me I have swag in school.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is way crazy.
That is crazy. I mean, swag? Really? They're like, you have swag, Miss Lickenberg. But anyway.
Especially for kids to say that because we're old.
I know.
I mean, in the eyes of a high school or middle school kid, we are old.
Super.
Like
they can't even imagine. But remember, I don't necessarily come from as much corporate as you do because I'm more nonprofit.
Right.
So we don't use things like
Right.
You know.
Well, and of course, I'm relating swag to kitties because I am that good.
I would never have done that.
I hate the word swag. I hate made up words in the corporate world. Okay.
I liked being called swag.
Well, that's
I don't even, does it mean like good stuff?
like
What is
swagger.
swag?
You've got swagger.
Swagger.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
But when you hear swag, generally it's your marketing people. We've got swag, as in we've got free pens. We've got coffee cups. We've got swag. I'm like, swag is not a coffee cup.
No,
people. It's not a
swag,
backpack. It's not a koozie.
They call it swag?
Oh, it's totally swag.
So if I'm going to be like going someplace and they're going to give me a free gift, they just gave me some swag?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Shush.
Oh yeah, and you are in the not-for-profit world because you are seriously about 4 years behind on this.
Shut the front door.
Yes.
Hashtag no kidding.
No kidding.
Did you see the hashtag? Because I'm in the schools, right?
That was brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I have never heard that. So every time I would go, like, let's say I was going to have a baby, which
Yes.
I'm not, because, But if I get, like, me some Bath and Body and a backpack from that whole deal, like, got me some swag.
Yeah, you bet. Your marketing, the marketing geniuses that ordered that swag, call it swag, and it makes my head hurt.
In public?
Oh sure. Oh yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's swag. And so anyway, every time somebody says the word swag, a kitten dies.
Why? Do
Why?
you say stuff like that?
Because-
That's horrific.
So is the word swag.
Kitties do not die because you say swag. And now I'm rethinking all the times that kids called me swag in school. Like all those kitties. All the kitties.
All the kitties. Yeah.
Why kitties? What about like puppies? Those like
Because
beagles.
no, not my beagles.
See?
But because
One-sided animal lover.
no, but I am actively encouraging people not to use the word swag. That's
Okay.
what that is. So every time
Because it bothers you.
Yes. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. And every time somebody says swag, a kitten dies.
A kitten gets its wings, which it doesn't. Like he just made that all up. That is not right. Not kittens. Let's say something like trolls.
Well, who doesn't?
Trolling. Speaking of trolling,
Uh-oh.
I've just heard, I don't even, like literally,
Uh-huh.
and I'm not lying, I do work with people who talk pretty nasty. Not my coworkers, you know what I'm saying, but
Right,
within the
right.
general, yeah,
Clientele.
within the general thing. This trolling, like, so-and-so's been trolling,
Uh-huh.
means nothing good. Did
Oh,
you know
no,
that?
yeah,
Okay,
absolutely. I'm down, yeah.
I need a definition book
Right.
prior to people saying these things, because I'll just be out and be like, hey, so, Susie, you been out trolling? Like, thinking it's like, you
Right.
got swag, and it's not.
Oh, no.
Like, I basically just called her icky.
Right. Well, you do know that hooking up isn't like, hey, we gotta hook up, doesn't mean like meet me at the bar for a couple of drinks anymore. It used
Right.
to. It used to. We all grew up in that world.
Just like Netflix and chill doesn't mean Netflix and chill, which I
Right.
totally learned that at a conference.
Yeah, and I learned that from the internet.
And 2 years had gone by, and I'm sure my people I knew were like, we're gonna Netflix and chill, and I was like, okay, have fun.
Right.
That was not exactly, that was terrible.
No.
I hate that.
This is the fast-paced digital world that we live in, which
Thank
is
you.
ironic because now we are thrusting our old selves into the fast-paced digital world.
I mean, literally, didn't even realize how old we were until just this conversation.
Until just now.
Kind of.
Now let me ask you:
That's terrible.
Have you ever Googled a text abbreviation to find out what it means?
Like what? Be a little bit more specific.
How about SMH?
No. What is it?
Shakes my head. I
Shakes
shake
my head. You know what? This is ridiculous.
Right?
Yeah.
We
As
have
much
to-
as I am supposed to be knowing the things of the youth, I don't know any.
Right, and you have kids in school.
What's SML?
Suck. No.
Shit my life?
Sure.
I probably wasn't supposed to say that on video, but it's okay. I'm a grown up. I'm 41. I can say that word if I want to.
You can.
You're not. You're just a 39 project.
I am a 39
I am 2
project.
years out
Oh,
of the
go
39
away.
project. Like, I am a veteran of the 39 project.
Which is hysterical because most people think I'm 50. So they're like, why the 39 project? Because I'm 39. No, you're not. Yeah, I totally am. Sorry.
You're like, I don't lie about that. If I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna be like, I'm 25.
Right. But that's
Like, I'm like a slick 25, right?
right. But that goes back to what we said at the very beginning in terms of me being the more quiet, more reserved one. People just assume I'm an old guy.
That might
and
be
I kind of
because-
am, but not 50 years old
No.
yet.
But that's because your brain thinks a little bit like more thoughtful, philosophical than most people who are 39. At that point in time, they're just trying to figure out if their socks are the right or the left. You know what I mean? Like today, the socks, R and L. Because people are so stupid, you can't figure out how to put your socks on.
Hey, I'm the one who has to Google text lingo.
R and L for socks. Like, just to go against that insanity, I would just wear 2 R's. Because what the heck is the difference? Do like the toe holes not match up correctly? I don't even understand that.
Well, yeah, actually, socks stretch a certain way.
You can stretch them any way you want to if you put them on and just keep wearing them.
I don't
Right?
I don't label my socks, but I do at times.
You don't have to. You can buy them that way.
There's certain pairs that I hold up to see where the stretch is because they're more comfortable if they've already been pre-stretched correctly. Like you've worn them that way long enough that it's formed
Wash
in there now.
them and then they won't look like that anymore.
It's a good tip.
Good tip.
That's a good
I'm
tip.
here for tips. Tips.
Tips.
Tips and drinks.
Tips.
That's all we're here for. Just because. And as we continue on with this, guys, we are so going to get into some really profound, life-changing.
We are.
Well, what maybe one day. I mean, I think tonight we've learned a few things, and here's the skinny. 2 people who don't necessarily have the exact same personality
Right.
can totally chill. Wait, was that a bad word?
Not yet.
Okay,
Not
I forgot if it was like,
We're gonna hook up again, folks.
the hookup. Let's hook up for a drink.
Yeah.
That's the bad one. Okay.
Yeah.
See, here it is. But anyway, 2 people, we could totally do this, have a good time, be respectful, and I think that we want to make sure that everybody understands that there's tolerance and there's respect. That you can
Absolutely.
show every person who's not even exactly like you, because how boring would that be if everybody was identical? The world would be so boring.
Absolutely.
They would all be wearing those right and left socks. That's it. They all would be. And then they probably have those underwear on the say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
What's wrong with that?
See, I knew it. Good grief. You probably put it inside the tag with some masking tape.
Hey, I'm a sign guy. I've got lots of tips and tricks for how to label things.
See? This is exactly it, you guys. Maybe I should have been a little bit more supportive of that when he said that, and it didn't look like I was. But I'm not like, oh, that's it. No more talking to you, Chris, because this is crazy. But that's what we're hoping, right? We want to make sure
Yes.
that, and maybe give a little tips and some wisdom.
Wisdom?
Wise wisdom.
Sure.
Like teeth. Wisdom teeth.
We'll drop the bomb on you.
Yes, we will. And we're going to keep it straight. And we may not always agree.
Oh, no.
But-
Totally.
Shh, hashtag. But that's going to drive you nuts, isn't it? If I just keep doing hashtag, shut the front door.
It's not going to drive me nuts.
Hashtag swag.
Ah,
See?
kitten died.
Oh, no, we brought the kitten back and then a beagle went. A beagle is gone.
Well, that's not good either.
I
That's
know.
why we just...
Actually, we're not saying that, you guys. No kitties, no beagles, no nothing.
Oh, I'm totally saying that.
No, I'm not. I'm going to come back from that, and I think I'm going to trump him on that. And
All right.
It's a Trump. That's not good.
You did say Trump.
But I meant to
This is
Trump
not a
on
political
it.
thing.
No.
No. Trump.
Okay.
She actually used in the correct vocabulary sense.
But the other thing, I think, this is cool. You know why?
Wow.
Because we've known each other for years and years, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
Who
yeah.
would have thunk in all those years, in 39 years of your long life that you've had, that we would be sitting here having conversations back and forth like this?
Right.
Nobody would have ever thought that was happening.
No, and then putting them out there for the public to
public.
see because she's bad shit crazy.
Yes, I am. And
Oh.
I'm okay with that because I bring kitties back to life after he kills them by saying swag.
All right. Well, I think that pretty well winds us up for today. We'll hook up with you later.
Chill.
And hook up in the old 80s sense. Where
Yeah.
it didn't mean anything disgusting
No.
or,
Like hashtag
inappropriate.
Ghetto Blaster.
Wow. Ghetto Blaster.
I love Ghetto Blasters.
We're going to go kick it with some Grandmaster Flash.
Yes, I can't
Peace
wait.
out, y'all.
Peace.